From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Ready?
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On the set. 40. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Throwing on first down. Gruber. Over the middle, it's complete. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Throwing again. Gruber. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. From the gun, Gruber. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
The kick by Lambo is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Squeeze, get in there.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Second and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They run it with Jacobs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Watch out, watch out. See it. Oh, check 31, check 31. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Hey, Alpha.
Back to the air on second down. Gruber is going to float this one. Deep rights. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Lock it.
2nd and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Here's Jacobs. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Check nickel. Watch the shit. Watch the shit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Gruber. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey. We got motion. Back up. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
Operating from the gun, Gruber. He's got the connection to Cooper. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Back to throw. Gruber. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Intended that time for Cooper. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's 2nd and 8. Finds his tight end Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right, and this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's 21-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown this off. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get it.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jacobs now. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
53 is the mic. All day, pump. Check, check. Now squeeze. Get in there. Ready.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We go work.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
52's the mark. Ready?
To throw again. Gruber. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Down. 18 Gators. Go. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Yeah, check it.
A final shot before break. Gruber letting one fly deep for Cooper. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it too, because You're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gruber. Going to throw right side here. Complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
To throw on 3rd down. Gruber. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that, because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Looking to throw. Gruber. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Get in the weight room. Now.
From the gun, Gruber. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He'll rifle this one deep right. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun, Gruber. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 9 now. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double and triple, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. And Ingram hauls it in. Give him 12 yards that time and an open first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball game.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
53 the mic. 50. Lock it. Here it comes. Here it comes. Watch twist. Hayward. Twist.
Back to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments. Well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Gruber. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Box truck. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. You're trash. You're trash. My 52. Fight.
On 3rd down, Gruber. And that will be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
It's going to be a long one. Go on. 36.
On 4th down, Gruber. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Jets. Amari Cooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 15.
Makes the score Raiders 45, Jets 30. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, past the 20. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Cooper was the target there. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming for you, son. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what?